Welcome back to Coffee Talk 2. My name's FJ. I'm realizing that might not even be the main issue. The more he sends me links to menus and caters, the more it feels wrong to me. I don't need the wedding itself. I want to get married to Ba. But the way we're planning it, I don't know. I've been to my friends' weddings before. I've also been browsing the most popular wedding pictures online. There are always these big parties they put together. They're very classy. They have their whole families over, their friends and colleagues. They rent these beautiful barns and they hire live bands. They wear designer dresses and bespoke suits. I used to look at that and think, this is great, this is what I want. But now it all just seems more and more off to me. Why don't you tell your fiance that? What if he thinks I'm getting cold feet, or that I'm questioning his ability to help with the budget? That's up to how you communicate, isn't it? Isn't it? Right, but it's still difficult to do. A difficult topic. We've been through so much. You all know that. This is supposed to be our special day, a way to celebrate our partnership. Ba wants to honor that. He'll feel awful if he thinks I don't, or if he thinks I don't trust him. I swear, you and your elf are well matched. You always worry so much about what others think, instead of worrying about your own wants and needs. You do realize that this is the important bit, right? I mean, generally, yes, I get that, but how does it apply here? What do you think it means to honor your partnership? To celebrate it properly, for starters? Right. Who are you in that partnership with? I believe you met him. The blind guy with the sad puppy eyes, right? I'm glad you remember that because you were making it sound like you were in a relationship with your friends who got married and the strangers who put wedding pictures online. This is your relationship you're celebrating. What are you so concerned with other people's weddings? Your special day needs to make sense to the two of you. Have it in trainers at fast joints. Fast food joint if that's what you like. That way you can also take the budget out of the equation. A simpler wedding won't feel shabby if you make it feel properly yours. You still want a pretty outfit and decent food. Thank goodness. But point well taken. It's just my family might have certain expectations. Do they openly say that? No. Maybe they do, or maybe you just think they do. The only way to find out is talk to them. Besides, isn't Bailey also about to become your family? You sure are the only family he's got. I'm not saying to disinvite everyone or to fight with them or anything, but you shouldn't put their needs above your own. I really shouldn't, should I? You've been giving me food for thought. Thanks, Hyde. My pleasure. Amazing you perk up when you get people advice, Hyde. Maybe you should become a therapist. Gee, thanks for the vote of confidence. I'd say I might become a couples counselor, but I agree with you all that implied I don't think I'm quite tactical. Be looking for a change in career, Hyde? He's bored of modeling. Finds it to a minute, wants to leave. Mark wants to have fun. Just a very quick summary. Oh, I see. Well, in any case, anyway, you could make modeling fun again? I don't think so. Last time I had proper fun was 20 years ago. What happened then? I was modeling a capsule collection for a young designer, and she wanted to take her own pictures. She got a studio, launched the outfits there, and found someone to do the makeup. Then she whipped out the old film camera, a proper magnetic. I hadn't seen one since the 60s. My granddad has an old black silver camera, 2 lenses. Was it something like that? Yep, exactly like that. She said she preferred it because of the way it captured the light, and also because it was a slower experience. Something that would allow us to connect more. At first, I didn't think much of it. Started doing the usual posing, switching posings more. But something felt different, and I realized what it was. Most of the time, we were just talking. She only took pictures once a few minutes, if that. Is that unusual? Yet most fashion photographers take dozens of pictures in a row. I felt a bit sorry for her, to be honest. Although she didn't know what she was doing and that she was wasting her money. But we had a great time and got kind of friendly, I guess. Because at the end of it, she let me use up the remaining exposures. We fooled around, shot some random stuff and portrait of her. She suggested I come with her to her darkroom. How she developed pictures and how they came out. She did always have a fondness for dark places. Yeah, comes with the territory. And as the pictures were, they were gorgeous. First of all, I looked really like me, you know. I could recognize. And that's not even that stuck with me. What stuck with me, sorry. The most. It's the care she put into processing each frame, working each picture through the chemical baths, taking them, drying them. It was like watching a magical ritual. And her portrait, when she saw it, she got a bit emotional. She said she was used to being on the other side of the camera. And it was the first time she really liked a portrait and took of her. I'm in a weird place these days. It's not like me to tell these kinds of tales. Trying to launch into soppy monologues, really. Just forget it. Yeah, I think it's a beautiful spotter. It gives me an idea, I think, about a career for you. Please share, Lou. You're doing this great. Both of us all it. Go on, then. Maybe it's because I've looked at so many of them recently. And apparently, film is making a big comeback for wedding pictures. It's what you said, it captures the light beautifully. And it's more a personal, slower approach. Maybe you could try that. Who, me? Yeah, the other vampire who's looking for a new line of work. Yeah, sarcasm. I think you've got the wrong guy here, Lua. I know I'm distinguishedly sentimental these days, but I'm not that far gone. Attending one wedding gives me cavities, let alone several per month. Well, forget it then. No, don't forget about it all. It would be perfect for you. Come on, Hyde. I know you like to play strong and sarcastic, but you're sentimental and you love to chat people up. You'd solve all the bridesmaids' dramas and often the parents. But most importantly, you do something for these people that they never forget. They'll look at your pics their whole lives. If that's not leaving a mark, I don't know what is. You're assuming they won't get divorced. I don't know if this is the right topic for Miss Lua. It's alright, I know some marriages end in divorce, but that doesn't change anything, does it? Whether a marriage lasts for a few months or several decades, the wedding is still an unforgettable moment in someone's life. A career in the mafia is really looking up. You're hopeless. I'm falling asleep on my chair now, so I'm gonna head back. Do whatever you want, you thick-skulled vampire. Just don't stay out too late, okay? Yeah, alright. Let's make you as well. I have some thinking to do. And maybe some talking. Thanks again, Hyde. And good luck. I hope your next venture is a good one. It will be. Good night, Willa. Good night, Imodache. See you later. Good night, you two. Here we go again, last one sitting. Indeed, proper night owls. You didn't say anything about that wedding photographer idea. It's ridiculous, right? That's not for me to say, but I wouldn't call it ridiculous. Sounds like you enjoyed the whole film photography experience. And you do like being around people, don't you? I do sometimes, but I'm not a romantic. People get married, they think they're taking a first step into forever. And there's no such thing as forever. Everything ends up in a disappointment in some way, and then next thing you know, I don't want to sound too depressing. So you don't believe in love? Of course I do, but only a certain kind. You can choose to keep supporting someone to enjoy their company. You can do that for years with friends, family, lovers. But at the end of the day, you're still a, separate person. And there's still them. There's two souls becoming one, not really. I know the one time I tried, it really didn't work out. But do you regret trying? No, I guess I don't. It confirmed me for that, my marriage and I never got to my thing, and that's freedom and knowing that about myself. It's given me space to build other relationships and work much better. But at the same time, when I see people who truly believe it, people who walk into it, willing to share their life so closely, even most of them, it won't pan out. There's something beautiful there, like watching a butterfly fly too closely to a flame. Or a flower bloom like it'll never wilt. Well, in my case, I signed off my wings, but I'm still here. And on that day, for that minute, when I said we'd be together forever, I meant it. I sure felt alive. If you know all that, then you must know that it's something worth celebrating. Sorry. Something worth helping other people celebrate. You're a trick to see one, but okay. And I'm too tired to fight your logic, which means it's time for me to head back. Of course, Mr. Hyde. I meant to say I appreciate our one-to-one chats. I hope we can keep providing you with a comfortable space here. I hope, and pretty comfortable for sure, besides, well, it all boils down to this, doesn't it? The way time passes for me is very different for anyone else I know. Thank goodness Gala is from a long-living species, and even then he'll grow old before I do, eventually. The world will change 100 times, technologies will die out, new technologies will come. I will feel again the way I do feel now, in a century, maybe two. And Luna and Gala won't be around to give me advice. The world won't wait for me, but you will. Am I right about that, Jay? This is very perspective of you, Mr. Hyde. You've grown quite well. It's only fair, I know a little in return. I suppose it's true. So anyway, I'm looking forward to that. Continuing our story. It's nice to know that no matter how much time passes, there's always going to be someone here rooting for me. Thank you for your trust, Mr. Hyde. We will make sure it's not misplaced. I know you will. On that note, I guess I'm going to browse for some film camera. What's the worst thing that can happen? Indeed. Take care of yourself, friend. You as well. Won't wait for you, Mr. Hyde. Some of us will. Can you explain this? Am I like in a time thing? Person that never grows old because like Thursday, September 28th, 2023. But I don't shift to image circulation tech. Jesus gnomes, look for a review. Robots have to give ultimate advice. Often burnout is real. Here's how to avoid it. Nope, gotta check my phone first. You might be coming in. They're having a full-on conversation about me. Good evening, officer. Welcome. Hey, Modoche, how are you doing? Sorry. My mind's kind of elsewhere right now. No worries, work issues. What else? I'm all ears for you to chat. So, hey, you're a pal. I'm gonna rub behind you, Modoche. What happened? Well, never ending workplace issues aside. Well, I was trying to see something. Seems like it's gonna end on the 15th day. Well, so you got 5 days to go. Things are getting weirder by the minute, and I'm feeling out of my depth. Are you talking about your recent patrols? Yeah. I've been analyzing the CCTV footage that last couple of days. Oh, I see. How did that go? Did the cameras manage to capture anything? Yes and no. The infrareds got a couple of blurry things. They ran off, turned a corner, and disappeared. It didn't been anything like rats or cats. But neither fits with that I heard on the scene. The footsteps, the laughter. Come to think of it, it sounded more like giggles. Giggles? And where bees giggle? That size, no. Even if they could, it doesn't explain the footsteps really. I see. So what's next? I have some ideas, but they're just wild theories at this point. But sure, I'm stumped. Did you go, Modoche? I've been racking my brain ever since Miss Rihanna dropped that bomb about the fairies, you see. What about them? As it turns out, fairies are an umbrella term for many types of beings. Anything that didn't fit in physical rules of this time was referred to as such. Does that mean banshees were part of the fairy folk? Yeah, probably. Not anymore, though. I'm going process, but the list is getting shorter. Back then, any sentient being that was even remotely incomprehensible was considered that. That includes apparitions. Apparitions? Yes, apparitions like ghosts. Ghosts? Ghosts. I see. What do you mean, I see? Doesn't it sound like a bad joke to you? I'm not sure I follow. Come on, ghosts don't exist. Do they? Because if they do, all I can think about is that damn tree now. Oh, alright, the tree. Does that mean it's haunted? It could be. Rack. Don't get how you're so calm about this. Well, why wouldn't I be? I mean, there have been all sorts of customers here. Some of them are so out of this world, even sometimes literally. You're right. I guess you're not the one who's being weird here. Don't say that. Everyone has their own peccadillos. True that. If you don't mind me telling me though. Why, I asked, why you're afraid of ghosts? Gosh, no. That's a long story. Not something I'm ready to talk about anyway. I mean, yes, you're gonna order a drink. That's understandable. All you need to know is fear is caused by an accidental ghost. Oh. The suggestion is a very powerful thing, even left there. And that's all I'm willing to share for now. Okay, thanks for sharing. It's funny. My grandpop was very into this stuff, so is my daughter. They're like my opposites, very curious and fascinated by the unknown, not mind you. It's just with my time as a cop and all, unknown variables usually mean trouble. I see, that makes sense. There are some kind of people who could see things from nothing. And I mean that in the best way possible. Like, the Zen rock garden. thing from Japan. They understand the zenness of it. I don't, but that doesn't stop me from thinking it's chill, you know. I think he almost got it. Yeah, but I'm sure he and my daughter could talk about it for hours. Too bad he passed away before she was born. Sorry to hear that. Don't be. On that note, Dutchy, you see my lighter, right? It's pretty well acquainted with it now, yes. My bad. That was originally my grandpa. He bought it sometime after the war ended to commemorate the upcoming new era, he said. In some way, more ways than one, sorry. He got honorably discharged due to a severe leg injury he'd never be able to recover from. At the time, he was living right across the street from the former town hall. For obvious reasons, he couldn't walk far, so it was a good location for him with all the veteran support nearby and all. Right. Now, about that street, you see, my grandpa liked to chat. Never liked being alone, that guy, plus pretty much hated his bleak room. So sometimes he'd go and hang out with the street vendors in front of his place. There were all kinds of beings there, along with their pets, from all walks of life. That's why he had a lot of crazy stories about the craziest things. I see. You see, the street's name just came to my mind last night. Can you guess what that is? Yes? You mean Orange Street, It was called that before, that's why the whole thing didn't click for me straight away. And I went through his files and it checked out. Does that mean the vendors he was talking about? Bingo. And you know what? He bought the lighter there. Wow, what a coincidence. Are you sure it's only a coincidence? What do you mean? Come on. Ain't no way they're just coincidentally, Def J. Everything is lining up too perfectly if you ask me. Uh-oh. Think about what's happening so far. It was my team that found out about the vandalism before they dumped the case on me. Then my car was ahead of everyone's, right? Then my luck started tanking. Smoking Bug, the Fan, and Black Cat. Just tons of weird stuff happened in the past week alone, you see. Right, then one thing led to another. My team was chosen to lead the investigation and tell me who's in charge of the case. Me. And there was a banshee lady, your patron, with some information I wouldn't have thought of. That tree stop, the ferry market, information I wouldn't have even remembered on my own. Right. And now we know why I keep losing my lighter, right? All these they not connected, tell me. Well, if you list them in order like that, I'm telling you, that this place is calling for me. This case is made for me, but they picked the wrong guy. I'm just real bad at dealing with spooks. They make me question everything I've ever known, you know? I've always thought you're pretty good at hailing Bill the officer. Not when it comes to supernatural stuff, because we don't know about what's real and what's not. What will they do? Will they hurt us? They'll bring bad luck, good luck. What's the truth? Who knows? Maybe you should take a day off and catch up on your sleep, huh? What's that? No, nothing. You know, another patron of mine suggested Dr. Mini to watch. Yeah, the focus was interesting streets from around the world. You could find everything from mending to string, local comforts to really special stuff. And I kept thinking one particular drink might interest you. Oh, it is something like a protection drink. It's made of coffee, honey, lemon, and a slew of other ingredients. Protection from what, though? From evil spirits and bad luck, I think. May it'll help ease your mind a bit? Gotcha. Funny about Def J, even if the whole situation is haunted, there shouldn't be any spirits. Alright, I wouldn't know. And I might need your lighter. What for? Well, the drink needs to be lit up. I think your lighter might give that extra magic boost it needs, compared to using a regular flame, I mean. What are you going to make me anyways? I trust you. Here. Officer Jory's lighter. Okay, I get it. We've been doing this before. Okay, then make me this magical drink you learned about Def J. Okay. Magical drink, you say. 1 second, you got a magical drink that's gonna flame up your asshole. Okay, use it again. Okay. I didn't know what day it was. Oh, crap. I think I messed it up. Say honey and lemon. Give me something new, please. Whoa! Oh, I also gotta give you your lighter back. Oh wow. Alright, just under my thing. That's right, it does light up dust. Yep, that's special for you. So don't tell anybody. Roger that. Here you go. Oof, careful. Dang you, motherfucker. This is really something else. You sure it's okay to drink? I have no idea. And I'll take the responsibility if anything happens. Ha. Eh. I'm just being silly, aren't I? Sorry for bothering you for all the stuff, you motherfucker. You even made me this crazy drink to make me feel better. Don't say that. I'm always happy to help where I can. Thanks, man. At least with crooks, you can actually deal directly with them, you know? Not in the case with apparitions. Not with that attitude, huh? Who the hell are you? Everything can be caught with a little elbow grease. Not actual elbow grease, I won't make that mistake again. Me? Is that you? Hello, Williams. It's been a while. It is you. The surprises just keep coming this week. Let me go over there. You know each other? More or less. We're brunch buddies. Brunch buddies? Brunch buddies. I feel like I meant to say brunch buddies in that same serious tone, but I don't like to talk about it. I still get nightmares. I feel I wasn't sure we were going to make it out alive. We were really lucky ones. Without a doubt. Oh, what? Let's take both your words for it. Good. Yes, I don't like to talk about it. So what brings you here, detective? Surely it's not coffee. Secret police reasons. I've not read the briefing yet. Enough about me. Tell me about your supernatural problems. Yeah? You need to bust a ghost? Well, busting might be a bit much. I was just talking to my Dutch here about getting over my fear of that stuff. And ghosts. Something like that. I'm weak against ghostly looking stuff. I get freaked out easily. For example, I admit I get a little spooked by what happened by the Bourne Street the other day. I remember that. I know very well what unchecked fear leads to prejudice. That's why it's a no-no in my book. It even pains to admit that out loud. Sometimes the tough case crack is ourselves, other times it's ghosts. How do you do it, detective? Your cases, man. I have probably lost all my hair by now if I were you. I try not to think about it all that much. And when I do think about it, I think who else will do it? Nobody, that's you. Yeah, that makes sense. Are you my only two customers tonight? You know, once you get over the dead part, they're just like you and me. Look. One case, we were investigating a haunted apartment. This lady, her husband had recently passed away. Moving on, if you get me drift. Oh, if you get me drift, I was close. Well, dead, we couldn't take a hint. Anyway, we had to go in and exercise the place, right? The husband, he's caught wind and he's retreated into the basement. I won't get into the technicalities of it, and it's harder to get a ghost out of a basement or in an attic. It's all about the Angus, really. I mean, I get it. That used to be his home. All his stuff is still there. It's hard. I get that. So I'm slow going down the stairs to try and coax him out. Bam! Next minute, all this romantic music is playing, and the whole place is lit by a spotlight. Basic century illusions. Classic ghost tricks. Then, before I know it hit me, I'm sitting at this pottery wheel, and he's behind me, and wait, isn't that the plot from 1990 film Ghost? I was thinking it was familiar. Oh, maybe. We had a movie night at work and I dozed off before it started. The story must have slipped into my subconscious. Riveting. Hey, detective. Who are you? Hey, people I don't know. Did you get your important errand shortened? We sorted? I sure did. Julie, I can see crumbs stuck on your face. That's just the ring. It's very great. There's falling all over your top. That's blood from a gunshot wound. It's sealed up though. You're literally holding the receipt for the donut shop. That's the way they pay you the big bucks, detective. Why they pay you the big bucks, detective, sorry. So what I miss? We could check on this too. We're talking about getting rid of Officer Williams' ghost. Fear of ghosts, sorry. Hey, ghosts? Yeah. You're afraid of them, right, Julie? No idea, never met one. We stopped the ghost riot. Ghosts aren't real. So you don't need to be scared of them, easy. There you go, I guess. Sorry that wasn't much help. Yeah. Anyway, if you guys still like the video, hit the like button, subscribe for more content, subscribe button, and don't forget that notification bell. And let me know in the comments below if you believe in ghosts. Bye guys.